For decades, Alcatraz has stood as one of America's most notorious prisons. Sitting on a rocky island in San Francisco Bay, it was designed to be inescapable. Surrounded by frigid waters, strong currents, and constant fog, the prison housed some of the country's most dangerous criminals, from Al Capone to Machine Gun Kelly. But as history has shown, even the strongest fortresses carry secrets. Recently, FBI investigators working with archaeologists stumbled upon something unexpected beneath the foundations of Alcatraz, a hidden tunnel system. What they found inside not only deepens the mystery of the prison but also changes what we thought we knew about this infamous island. Construction of Alcatraz as a military fort began in the mid-1800s. Long before it became a federal penitentiary, the island was fortified with gun batteries, underground passages, and storage rooms. When it was converted into a prison in 1934, much of that old infrastructure was simply sealed off and built over. For years, rumors swirled that secret passages still existed beneath the cell blocks. Former guards whispered about bricked-up corridors, and escapees like Frank Morris and the Anglin brothers, whose 1962 breakout remains unsolved, may have known more than the public realized. Until now, though, no one had ever uncovered definitive proof of those forgotten tunnels. The breakthrough came when the FBI partnered with historical preservationists to conduct a new survey of Alcatraz. Using ground-penetrating radar and laser mapping, they scanned beneath the prison yard. You know, the area where inmates once gathered for exercise. The results really shocked them. Beneath the concrete lay the faint outlines of a tunnel, sealed for over a century. Further scans revealed not just one but several interconnected passageways running like veins under the prison. Excavation began cautiously, since the structure was, well, pretty fragile. When investigators finally broke through, they found themselves staring into darkness, a hidden world untouched since the 1800s. Walking into the tunnel was like stepping back in time. The air was damp and musty, and the walls were reinforced with old brickwork that had somehow survived decades of neglect. Rusted rails lined the floor, remnants of a miniature railway once used to transport munitions back when Alcatraz served as a fort. Scattered across the passage were artifacts, old lanterns blackened with soot, military buttons and badges crates stamped with faded United States Army insignia, and a broken padlock still hanging from a rusted door. Each object hinted at the forgotten military history beneath the prison's more famous criminal past. But what unsettled investigators wasn't just the relics, it was what the tunnels revealed about Alcatraz itself. The passages ran directly beneath key areas of the prison, including the exercise yard and parts of the main cell block. If inmates had ever discovered them, or if some already had, they could have used the tunnels as escape routes. Suddenly, the long-standing mystery of the 1962 escape attempt resurfaced. Did Frank Morris and the Anglin brothers know about these tunnels? Were they closer to freedom than the FBI admitted at the time? Though there is no conclusive evidence, the tunnels have reignited speculation that the escapees may have had hidden help, or access to knowledge buried in Alcatraz's foundations. Historians now believe the tunnels date back to the 1850s and 1860s when Alcatraz was a critical military outpost protecting San Francisco Bay. The tunnels connected gun batteries, storage areas, and lookout points, allowing soldiers to move unseen across the island. When the prison was constructed decades later, many of these passages were sealed or forgotten. Rather than demolish them, engineers simply poured concrete over the entrances. For nearly 100 years, the tunnels remained hidden beneath the feet of guards and inmates. When news first broke about the tunnels, headlines dramatized how FBI agents turned pale upon entering them. While not supernatural, the real reason is deeply human. They realized just how vulnerable Alcatraz truly was. For decades, the prison had been marketed as escape-proof, a fortress no one could break free from. Yet, right under its foundations lay an entire network of hidden passageways. The thought that prisoners may have unknowingly, or perhaps knowingly, lived above a potential escape route was, well, chilling. The tunnels undermined the very myth of Alcatraz as an unbreakable prison. Beyond the escape stories, the tunnels reveal a layered history of Alcatraz. They connect the island's dual identities: fortress and prison, military base and penitentiary. As a fort, the tunnels symbolized defense and secrecy. As a prison, their concealment symbolized control and fear. By uncovering them, archaeologists didn't just add a footnote to history, they peeled back the layers of a place that has always stood at the intersection of myth and reality. For the archaeologists and FBI agents involved, the discovery was both thrilling and unsettling. One archaeologist described the moment they stepped into the tunnel. It felt like walking into a ghost story. The walls seemed to breathe with history, and every shadow hinted at a secret long buried. Others recalled the eerie silence, broken only by the dripping of water from the ceiling. Though the tunnels were empty, the weight of history was palpable. Now that the tunnels have been revealed, preservation is a priority. The National Park Service, which manages Alcatraz, is working to stabilize the structures so they can be studied further without collapsing. There are even discussions about opening parts of the tunnels to the public in the future, turning them into an educational exhibit. Visitors may one day walk through the same hidden passages once used by soldiers, and perhaps imagined by desperate inmates. Why does this discovery matter so much? Because Alcatraz has always been more than just a prison. It's a symbol of American history, of law, order, defiance, and endurance. The discovery of the tunnels doesn't just add to its story, it complicates it. It reminds us that history is rarely as simple as the legends we tell. Even a place considered inescapable can, hide vulnerabilities beneath its surface. The tunnels beneath Alcatraz teach us several things. First, no structure is as secure as it seems. Even the so-called inescapable prison had hidden weaknesses. Second, history is layered. The island's military past still shaped its prison years, even when it was, honestly, forgotten. And finally, mystery endures. The discovery reignites questions about famous escape attempts, questions that may never be fully answered. Alcatraz has always been a place of mystery. From ghost stories whispered in cell blocks to the unanswered fate of its most famous escapees. The discovery of a secret tunnel system only deepens that aura. What the FBI and archaeologists found wasn't just a dark passage beneath the prison. It was a reminder that even the most well-documented places can surprise us. That beneath every legend lies another story waiting to be told. As one investigator put it, Alcatraz has always been about walls and barriers, but this discovery proves that history itself can break through any wall. The island still holds secrets, and with each discovery the line between myth and reality grows thinner.